Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to share my honest thoughts after spending 1 full month in Laos. I visited 2 cities, Luang Prabang and Vientiane. If you are thinking about visiting Laos or you are just curious what it's like, stick around because I'm going to tell you just about that. Since 2021, I've been living a nomadic life, moving from place to place and trying to really experience each city by staying for at least a month. It's been an amazing way to travel slowly and get a deeper feel for each place. But for Laos, things were a bit different. My visa only allowed me to stay for 1 month, so I decided to split my time between 2 cities to get a better sense of the country. So, why Laos? Well, I am currently on a mission to travel to every country in Southeast Asia, and Laos was next on my list. I heard that it's a quieter, less touristy country with beautiful landscapes and a slower pace of life. I was curious to see how it compared to its neighbors and if it lived up to its peaceful reputation. Luang Prabang was my first stop, and honestly I fell in love pretty quickly. The city is small but packed with charm. The old town area with its colonial buildings and temples is really peaceful. I actually arrived during one of the local celebrations, where people were joyfully spraying water on each other, using colorful toy guns, garden hoses, or even buckets. It added this playful, festive energy to the whole experience and made my first impression of the city really fun and unforgettable. One of the highlights was the almsgiving ceremony early in the morning, where locals give food to monks. It felt very spiritual and respectful, watching the quiet procession of monks walking barefoot through the streets while people waited with sticky rice and other offerings was a peaceful and humbling experience. Another must-see was Kuang Si falls. The water is a stunning turquoise blue and the multi-level cascades are surrounded by lush forest. There are also little trails and swimming spots, which made it a perfect day trip from the town. And of course, the night market deserves a mention. There you can find all kinds of street food, from delicious noodle dishes to more adventurous items like frogs, crocodile, and even crispy fried insects. It's a great way to sample local flavors and get out of your comfort zone a bit. Then I headed to the capital, Vientiane. To get there, I took the train that runs across the country, and I have to say, it was a very comfortable ride. The seats were modern and the air conditioning worked well, and the views along the way were really scenic, with mountains, rivers and small villages passing by. It was a relaxing and enjoyable way to travel between the cities. Vientiane has a very different vibe compared to Luang Prabang. It felt more like a working city and less touristy. There were fewer things to do, but I still enjoyed walking along the riverfront at sunset and checking out some impressive landmarks, like the Victory Gate and the fountain nearby. I visited this area during the day, evening and night, and each time it had a unique charm. The lighting at night made it very beautiful. Sometimes people stand close to the fountain just to enjoy the refreshing mist from the tiny droplets, especially on the hot day. It's a really pleasant spot to relax and watch the local life. Vientiane street market were full of energy and flavor. They offered a huge variety of food that looked delicious and smelled amazing. You could find everything from grilled meats to noodle soups, tropical fruits and even more adventurous bites if you are feeling curious. One of the most memorable places I visited was the Buddha Park. I took a short bus ride out of the city, and soon I was surrounded by hundreds of statues in a peaceful garden. The park was full of colorful flowers and intricate sculptures, making it feel like a mix of spiritual space and open-air museum. I also enjoyed browsing through supermarkets in Vientiane. They had a surprising range of items, from unique local fruits to ice cream and plenty of other snacks. It was a fun way to explore everyday life in the city and see what locals typically buy. Even though Vientiane wasn't as tourist-oriented as Luang Prabang, I still really enjoyed my time there. It had its own charm, and exploring the different layers of the city gave me a more complete picture of the life in Laos. So, what did I think of Laos overall? I really appreciated how relaxed and quiet everything was. People were kind and not pushy. The food was good, especially fruits, and everything was pretty affordable, which is always a plus. On the flip side, using public buses can be tricky. It's often hard to find accurate schedules, and getting reliable info isn't always easy. On top of that, the heat can be extreme. During my stay, I honestly felt like I was walking inside an oven. So far, Vientiane holds the record for the strongest heat I've ever experienced. It really adds a challenge to getting around and enjoying outdoor sights during the day. Would I come back? Yes, especially to Luang Prabang or another new city. I think Laos is perfect for people who want a slower travel experience and time to just soak in the atmosphere. If you're thinking about visiting Laos, I recommend going between November and February, when the weather is cooler and drier. Bring cash, because a lot of places don't take cards. And honestly, this isn't the place where you need to rush and run around the checklist of attractions. Laos really encourages you to slow down. If you plan to visit, I recommend taking a longer vacation so you can fully enjoy the relaxed vibe, whether that's playing some sport, taking peaceful walks, or just soaking in the local rhythm. And visas are pretty easy to get for most nationalities. To sum up, Laos is a beautiful, peaceful country that surprises me in a good way. It might not have the same hype as some of its neighbors, but that's exactly what makes it special. If you've been to Laos or have any questions, drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. While working on the next video, check out my video about Cambodia. It should be interesting for you as well.